Good morning as the sun is coming up over Satine State Park. Birds are singing and we are getting ready to take off for Congaree National Park. And we hope that you'll come along because it should be a good one on another SqWatch Dog adventure. So we're on our way to Congaree National Park, and this is a small little national park, and it sounds like the way that you can actually experience it is through a boardwalk, which I guess is in disrepair from the hurricanes last fall. But also you can canoe it, which I don't know that we're going to have time to do, which I would love to do. But it's the largest tract of bottomland old growth in the nation. And it's got like bald cypress that comes out of the water and root systems that protrude out of the dirt called knees. So it sounds like it's pretty cool. Don't you think?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm excited. So it's like 45 minutes away. We're going to check it out. And then we're going to start heading towards Smoky Mountain National Park, which is another national park we're going to take in on this trip. So hopefully this will be a good trip. I think it will. So I was reading about the cypress trees that grow here, the bald cypress trees that grow here in Southeast America. And they can grow up to 120 feet tall. And they're deciduous trees that have needles. And when the needles fall off in the fall, they turn russet red right before they fall. And they can live to be 2,600 years old.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's really old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We made it to Congaree National Park. Yeehaw! Here we are at the visitor center, and it looks like there's a lot of people here, which kind of surprises us because we had heard that this is the least visited national park, or one of the least visited national parks in the national park system. So I think I'm going to go into the visitor center for a little bit, check it out, see what this national park is all about. When you come to the visitor center, they have a mosquito meter, which tells you how bad the skeeters are around this place. There's a lot of swampland, so a lot of mosquitoes. But right now, looks like we're all clear. No mosquitoes, we're mosquito free. So I figured out which tree is the oldest living tree.
Okay, what is it?
It's the Great Basin bristlecone pine. Try saying that 5 times fast. Bristlecone pine, and it's located in the White Mountains of California.
Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking. There was something out there.
Yeah, guess how old it can grow to. You're going to be amazed.
How old?
Over 4,800 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So these are babies compared to that. So this is kind of swampy land down here. I can see how they can get mosquitoes when things start hatching here soon. We got some snakes down here. Big old snakes. I'm not sure what kind they are. Look at that cute bird down there. It's called a winter wren. You know why I like this national park, Brad?
You can take your dog on a hike.
That's right. Most national parks don't allow this.
I know.
But Riker gets to go on the boardwalk.
And the snakes are below him.
And the snakes are below him. So these things that look like broken off trees are actually part of the root system of the bald cypress, and they call them knees. They come up through the ground. Here we are in the middle of March, and the leaves are starting to come on the trees here. This is a nice big cypress right here.
Looks like it lost some limbs in its
Here's another big boy. We're in the wet season. These things are pretty much underwater for the most part. So here we have a very slight elevation gain, and as a result, we see all of this switch cane, is what it's called. It's related to the sugar cane. It looks like bamboo, but it's not. It's called switch cane. Look at that, there's little guppies in there. Baby fish. So bald cypress is water and rot resistant. So the Congaree tribe used it to make boats, canoes. Apparently the wood's easy to work with. And then eventually people started using it for things like shingles and cabinetry and all sorts of other wood-related products. The bald cypress trees were eventually getting overlogged. In the mid-1900s, there were a number of people who were fighting to try to save this forest. In 1976, this was designated as a national monument. And then in 2003, it was finally named a national park. So even though the cypress tree is dead, it actually contains an abundance of life inside with insects and woodpeckers laying claim to this old snag. So these old cypress trees can grow to be 130 feet tall, making them some of the tallest trees in the country. So apparently some of the boardwalk was wiped out during one of the hurricanes last fall, so they're shutting it down right here. But you can still take a trail which shows you pretty much the same stuff by going this way. So Congaree National Park used to be a great hiding spot. Back during slave days, many slaves who escaped from the area would come to this area to hide out. And during the days of Prohibition, some moonshiners would set up their stills here in this area. So these dwarf palmettos have a tendency to thrive here in Congaree National Park. They are one of the hardiest palms and can withstand freezing temperatures. That's why they do well here. So while this is a small national park and one of the least visited national parks, it most certainly is a special national park. And we can only imagine what it would look like today if this land had not been preserved. There is a turtle. Here goes the turtle. He's on the move. Don't get stuck. There's a little lizard hiding in this cypress trunk. Hi, little lizard. Hi, little lizard. little lizard hiding inside the cypress trunk. So the speed limit here is not 25, not 20, not 30, but 27 miles per hour. What did you think of Congaree National Park?
Not a ton there, but it was cool. It was like the old growth trees. That's nice.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool because I thought, I saw snakes, I saw turtles, I saw woodpecker.
Those were the first snakes I saw.
Yeah, those were the first snakes we saw. I found out, I don't think they're venomous. I think they're copper-bellied snakes.
Oh.
Copper-bellied water snakes, I think is what they are. I could be wrong.
How'd you come up with that?
I made it up. No, some girl looked it up while I was standing there.
They look like copper bellies.
Yeah, they had copper bellies. I bet they're copper belly. And they're non-venomous, which is good. So. Anyway, we're going to make our way towards Smoky Mountain National Park. And we'll see how things look there. I think that's got more stuff going on.
Probably too much stuff going on.
Probably too many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. So that'll be fun though. But now we got to find a camping spot somewhere. So let's see what we can come up with. Okay. Up ahead, we see the Great Smoky Mountains. I think we're almost to North Carolina.
Really? How far?
I don't know. Maybe just a mile or two.
Yeah.
Even.
Your phone ready.
When's the last time we were in North Carolina?
1800s.
Here it is. Welcome to North Carolina. We are in a new state with the SqWatch Dog van. A lot of trees down along here, and I bet you $100 it's because of that hurricane last fall. I guess we just went over the Eastern Continental Divide.
That's what it said.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Me neither. Good thing we went on this road so we found out.
Yeah. This is our campground for the night. Lake Powhatan. Is that how you pronounce that?
Got me.
A lot of trees came down through here. Wonder if they had a lot of damage here at this particular park. So tonight we are spending the night at Lake Powhatan, just outside of Asheville, North Carolina. And it's pretty quiet here. Got a fire going. Had a nice spaghetti dinner. And we're going to probably call it a night here pretty soon. If you enjoyed this video, we'd love it if you would like and subscribe. Not only would we appreciate it, but it would help our channel grow as well. And the best part of it all, it's free. Free, free, free. In the meantime, happy trails.